Okay, guys and gals, of course you can see in the background. Recently I was going green screen crazy, but let me give it a break for now. And I just want to talk about this double feature. I've seen one of them before, but this is like one of my favorite supernatural shows, Haunting. And I think it's up to its 5th season. I think new episodes could be seen in Destination America now. If you have Destination America, check it out. I remember this being on Discovery Channel first. Then they moved it to Animal Planet. I don't know why. And now it's on Destination America. So catch newer episodes. Netflix only had 2 seasons of it. I wish they showed all the seasons of it, because it's really good. And of course, this is a double feature on Haunted in Georgia and a Haunted in Connecticut. Of course, both of these real life stories was based. Of course, movies have been done about them already. Haunted in Georgia was the recent one. I think it came out last year. Which I like. Haunted Connecticut the movie and Haunted Connecticut Georgia. Both movies were good. Well, Haunted Connecticut Part 2 is based on Haunted in Georgia. But both movies are good, and that was just the Hollywood version. The Hollywood version borrowed a little bit of concept of the story from these two reenactment, from the true story of the people that lived through it, and kind of glamorized it a lot. Let's put it like that. But we get 2 of the stories that's based on it, of people that had their paranormal experience with demonic activities, spirits, ghosts. This is no special features in this, by the way. So let me just say that. And it's based on true events. Yeah, it is based on true events. So we can say this now. The story of Haunted in Connecticut, definitely not like the movie version, but it does talk about boy who's being on cancer. Never say he was possessed or nothing in the true story version of it. Our family moved to Connecticut, because it was closer to a hospital where the boy could be treated for cancer. And, unknown paranormal activity started going around the house. They realized they're living like in a funeral home, which was in the basement. It was kind of crazy. I mean, if I was moving to a house and I thought I have a funeral home in the basement with a funeral home office, like where they do the dead bodies is still intact, I'll be like, are you fucking kidding me? I wouldn't want to live there. But, it shows you what this boy gone through and how the mom had to make the sacrifice to send him to the hospital while they had to deal with it themselves. And they hire like the Warrens to come in the case, of course the famous Warrens, and another and their team, how they talk about their experience. And then we got Haunted in Georgia, which if you saw the movie version of it that came out was just called Haunted Connecticut 2. And totally different, a little bit of the concept from the movie version was borrowed from this reenactment from based on the true storyteller of like Gordy, for example, about this family moved in, and then you find out that the 2 women in the family happened to have psychic powers, like they were medium, they were born with it, but they never realized it until later on, or so the scientists told them about it, or the psychics that went to the house to investigate told them that you have this power, you're going to see this, you're going to stick with it pretty much, you have no choice. You can't get rid of it. Wherever you go, you're going to see spiritual demonic activities and stuff. And it's a family that lived in the house for 10 years and more, and they're still living through with it. And then you got Heidi, who's the ghost of Gordy. She started growing up, and her mom and dad are having a daughter again, and they end up still seeing these activities going on. And they go to church now. And they try to find a way to get rid of these spirits once and for all, but at the end of it, you're born with this gift, you're gonna deal with it pretty much type of attitude. Sorry. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is that, to fast forward, both of these reenactment stories are really good. I think these are one of like the most talked about paranormal activity hauntings or cases in the world of paranormal. So you definitely want to pick it up even before you see the movie version of them. But definitely check this out. And also check out these paranormal shows. They're pretty good, like Paranormal Witness, Haunting, which is like my most favorite. And Ghost Adventure on Travel Channels is pretty cool too. Anyway, peace guys. See you later.